Fix this up. How are you?
I'm quite happy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How has this time been for you?
For me, particularly, it's been like one of the best times of my life because the last 4 months have been incredible for me.
Yeah,
And you?
it's been good. It's been really busy actually. Just trying to get in as many interviews as possible, I guess. Which has also been nice because it's been a lot easier doing Zoom interviews and Instagram live. And everybody has had time to do it, which has been really nice. And I get to speak to you also, which I'm happy about because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time actually. So I'm happy.
Why did it take so much time then?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just got caught up with just everyday life and, you know, it just days kept going and I was like, let's do this, need to do this, need to do Vidyut. And then finally I messaged Manvi the other, just last week, I think. I messaged Manvi and then Sonal was very kind enough to schedule this in. So I'm happy.
Sonal,
How's,
Sonal, can you hear us?
Yes,
Whenever Anushka wants an interview, please do not deny it and do not
how
be late
sweet.
for her.
How
sure.
It's a
sweet.
promise.
Thank you, Vidyut. Vidyut, listen, you've just been like killing it. Literally, you're just like everywhere. You're on fire. How's this moment in your career feeling for you?
The good feeling is that people are not really stupid. Like normally when we make movies and I hear people telling me that, with you, oh, this one's funny, people won't get it or people will get it. Normally people say, they won't get it. So for me, the good thing was I have always believed that uh, Indians are very sharp and the race is really far ahead and they're not
Mm.
stupid and dumb. So for me, the good thing was when the whole nation stood up for me, it was a validation of my thought about everybody I know. They're incredible beings. When there's the right time, they will do what is meant to be done.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, um, talk to us about your movies that you've got coming up. You've got Khuda and you've also got Yaara as well, which is just a few days from release. Let's talk about Yaara first. Tell us a little bit about how that project, in fact, came to you first.
So Yara is a story of four friends and the journey from the age of 3 to 50. The four protagonists in the movie, Vijay Verma, Kenny, and I, and Amit Sag,
Yeah,
have portrayed the characters from the age of 20 to 50. Quite a journey. But for me, the yes was the moment I got to know that Tigmanshu Dhulia is directing it because he's somebody I have great reverence for. He's done Pan Singh Tomar, Hasil,
yeah, yeah,
Sahib
yeah.
Bibi. So for somebody like us, you who are not really from Bombay and
Mm-hmm.
they need to learn the ropes, he's the right institution because he knows how to. He's just perfect. So for me, it was Tigmanshu Dhulia, and then when I heard the script, I was like, yes, this is me.
Is tick the boxes. What's Tigmanshu like? What's it like working with him?
He's more of a boy than the boys on the set, but he's quite a mentor because he's really nice, he's kind, he's generous. The way he
Mm.
teaches, explains, and there are two ways of explaining things. One is like you can really be angry and explain, and one is you can really command the respect, and people will follow. So he chooses the latter.
Absolutely. And talk to us a little bit about Khuda as well. That is also premiering on Hotstar. Tell us a little bit about the character that you play in that one.
So Khuda Hafiz is a true story, and for me that's quite exciting because I've never been a part of a true story, and it's a true story of this young couple who got married really early in life, and this was during the recession in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
They all lost their jobs, and how these guys tried to figure out a job in the Gulf, and the
Mm-hmm.
wife goes a day before the husband is supposed to, and they had no idea about her after she landed in the Gulf. And the story of the man to get his wife back, incredible. So the guy is not a martial artist, he's not a trained fighter, but for
Yeah.
the love of somebody, and that's what I say to people that if, like, for example, if whether I know how to fight or not, if my sister, my mother, or somebody I really love, my wife, I would kill for that person. Like I could kill 50 people without knowing the art of fighting. So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
journey was
Yeah.
incredible because for me, I had to untrain everything I knew from my
Wow.
uh, from my reflexes to my natural reflexes. So it was quite a journey, and I was very, very happy being a part of it.
Would you say unlearning the things that you already know was that a little bit of a challenge for you?
Oh, a lot. Like, when I train people in the art of balance, the human balance, the
Mm,
first thing I need to tell them is how to control when they get unbalanced. So I
mm,
make them walk like a drunkard, or I make them really unbalanced. And that's
okay.
really more difficult than trying to balance yourself. Once you try to figure that out, you can get
Mm-hmm,
the balance. So
mm-hmm.
for me, it's the same story in the other way. Um, yep, it was very difficult for me to untrain myself. Like normally, if somebody would slap me, I would block it. But for
Of course,
me,
yeah.
to untrain would have been like something like that. But it was quite cool. I really enjoyed being that guy.
I'm so glad. That sounds really amazing, Vidyut. Now, this entire episode that happened with Hotstar when you weren't informed about the digital press conference that was happening, you spoke up, and I think a lot of not a lot of people, but I think every single person just kind of respected you so much for doing that. Has has your attitude or your outlook changed towards the industry after this, or you kind of always knew that it was like this anyway?
Like this, what?
As in, just like not informing and not just like favoritism, groupism, this entire episode that has come out. I feel
See,
like
Anushka, for
it
me,
was,
yes, sorry,
yeah.
sorry, sorry.
No, I don't know, go on, carry on, that's fine.
So for me, if I'd already known about this, of course, yes, my father was in the Indian Army, and so was my grandfather. My mother's side, everybody has been in the Indian Army, and I lost a mama in the 1971 war. But that did not stop people from my family to still join the army, and I have a lot of
Mm-hmm,
family still in the army.
mm-hmm,
So the fear of death doesn't stop anybody from really doing what we're supposed to do. It should not really stop us. So whilst I was planning to come to Bombay, I knew everything about it. Whatever I've read, whatever I've heard, it might be the
yeah.
truth. And I experienced it, but that didn't stop me from coming here. And I was ready for this whole thing to happen. And I'm quite glad. It's a journey and everybody has to go through it. There is a journey.
Absolutely. No, of course. Um, and you were recently put in the list of you made it into the 10 people you don't want to mess with in the world. Forget like in a small place, but in the entire world. How do you feel about that?
So I'd gone through this list because it had flashed on my social media, and I went through the list, and there was this monster-looking man, and I was like, dude, I don't want to go through this list. These guys will be like, somebody will break something with their head or something, and I just passed it. And 3 days later, a fan of mine tweeted saying, "Sir, you're on the list," and I promise you, I was so shocked, and it was quite exciting.
No.
Then I called. No, it was quite amazing. Then I called up my mom and I sent her the link,
Oh,
and I was like, "Mom, you always complain you've lost weight, you're so looking so weak, you're so thin. Please look at the list."
oh my
So for me,
God.
yeah, so I love just calling up my mom and saying, "Mom, I'm a part of this one of the most prestigious lists in the world, and I'm not weak, I'm not looking thin. This is how I am."
This is it. Look, that's
Uh,
amazing. But like, I don't think any Bollywood actor before has made it into this list. So that is quite something.
Thank you.
Now, Vidit, you've also been part of Tumhe Dil Lagi music videos. Would you consider doing more music videos?
Oh, Anushka, one of the most exciting things for me in the month is that I have music of Yaara and Khuda Hafiz releasing.
Yeah.
Apart from the music videos I've done or Tera Baap Aaya, I've never had a song that I would like, yeah, I also want to listen to it. But I promise you, Khuda Hafiz will do it for me in the terms of music. All four songs by Mithun are incredible. Yara is
Wow.
the same. So for me, yes, I love to do music videos, but the songs, I'm really excited.
Yeah, songs, music. There's something about music that just really just like connects you. It's like soul touching, and it's just music
Worldwide,
is beautiful. Yeah,
worldwide,
music is
worldwide.
beautiful. Exactly. I loved you in the music video. I think you really compliment Huma Qureshi, by the way. You guys look so good together. When I saw that music video, I was like, this is so good. So yeah, please do some more. I love them.
Oh, thank you. Huma's amazing. We had a lot of fun
Yeah,
shooting it, and she's
yeah,
like a
she's
lot of
cool.
fun if you've ever spoken to her. So we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. She's been to London a few times, so we've had her in the studio as well. So she's lovely. I love interviewing her as well. Now, Vidyut, what would you say if you could pinpoint one career highlight? What would you say that would be?
I can't pinpoint that one particular because for me, where I come from, the moment I got my first movie, it was like the biggest highlight. Whether it was like a bad guy or like an imperceptible role, for me, it was a success. Like for people who don't come from the city, like just
Mm,
getting a job is a success. So I have like success in a lot of different forms. Like the first time I got a house, for me, it was the biggest success. It's like, oh my God, I can't do anything more in life. Yes, I'll get happy very soon.
yeah.
But one of the recent one was when last year I was invited by Jackie Chan to the biggest action awards in China.
Uh-huh.
They're bigger than Oscars for the action people. And he gave me a hug and he gave me these awards. And he said, Indian martial art, Kalari Pike, the only exponent. For me, a matter of pride was that I made my martial art reach the place where people talk about martial arts and they respect it. So it was quite a point for me.
That is fantastic. Now, also, Vidyut, you have introduced a segment on your YouTube as well, X-rated by Vidyut, that it showcases like living legends of like the action world. How did that come about for you? Obviously, we know you love your action stuff, but was it during lockdown you thought of it, and how did it all happen for you?
No, of course, during lockdown, but
Uh huh.
the thing is, Anushka, like I have a lot of people talk to me about my journey, my fitness routine, and how I live my life. And I watch these people ask me questions. I'm talking about people who interview, mostly journalists. They don't ask me the right questions. Like what I eat and how much I train is not what makes me who I am. Like if somebody
Mm,
follows my diet regime and starts training for about the number of hours I train, they will not start looking like me because the whole human mechanism
of
is
course.
different for everybody. So I just thought that the questions were invalid. What time do you wake up at? So I was quite bored because that is not who I am. It doesn't depend on what time do I wake up at. So I decided to speak to people who I personally believe are fit and not ask them these questions. Like if you watch the Tony Jaa experience, for him, it was not about, it was just to shut his eyes, have a dream, put it somewhere in the corner, and just keep nurturing it. So that's how
Mm,
you're supposed to do it, right? You can't be like, oh, because I wake up at 6 in the morning and I train for 4 hours. No. So there was
no.
more to a star, there was more to a legend, the more to this journey apart from the regular questions. So I thought, why not ask them what I would like to be asked?
That is really nice. I like that. And I think it's something quite different as well. And like you say, it kind of fits in with you, your personality, your dreams, your inspiration. And it isn't just about what you eat at what time you get up and what
True.
sort of training you do. So I think it's nice to see that you've done something different in a different aspect of it. So we also see that side of these guys as well, which we haven't.
Yeah, because
Um,
like people who aren't really aware of movie stars or they haven't met them. For
yeah.
example, when I met Shah Rukh, the first thing in the slide I had to ask him when I got a bit comfortable. I was like, "So I just want to ask you, did you know that you would be so famous?" So the answers you get, whether it was a South superstar Ajit or whoever I've worked with and who is a superstar, I asked them these questions because I'm really intrigued. Like, did they
Mm.
really know, or they were like just ambitious? Do you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to. I just thought I wanted to know from them. So I asked these questions.
Lovely. That's really nice. And Vidyut, what forthcoming projects do you have post Khuda and Yaara that you can tell us about?
I'm busy for the next 3 years shooting movies. It's just that we just don't know when will it all start. But
Yeah,
everybody I know
yeah,
is optimistic, whether it's the
yeah.
producer, the director, actors, like we'll shoot. And
Are you able to talk to us about any of them and what they are, or just give us like a
no, we
little bit
don't
of an
have
idea?
the. We all have working titles for this movie. These movies that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
I've really started enjoying picking up true life stories. They inspire me because I think it's quite a good message to convey to people. It helps people. So three of them are true life stories of people,
That's amazing. And
and one is just
after,
like hardcore action.
of course, we have to see that. we have to see that coming always from you. I feel now. What's one thing that you would do except work? one thing that you're really, really dying to do once this whole entire
I do.
pandemic
No,
is
no, I don't wait for
over?
things. I just do everything. Like if I had the option to go and take somebody out for dinner, I would at this moment. But now that I don't, I make sure that I have the dinner in my house. So I do everything.
Oh, that's lovely. I love it. And let's get a little sneak peek and a better look at your doggy.
Doggy's quick. Come here, Daddy.
Ah,
I made him run for about 30 minutes and he's like down and out now.
he's tired.
He's gone too fat. His name is Salvador Dali and he's fat.
Oh, he's so cute. He's adorable. Love him. And what do you have planned for the rest of the day today? Any more interviews?
I have a few interviews, then I have a script narration, and then I have somebody who's got a 71-year-old grandmother whose spine needs to be fixed. So I'm going to alter it a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Vidyut, thank you so much for talking to me. This is really, really lovely and very much overdue. And looking forward for you to come to London is what I can say now.
No, that will be
So,
soon. I think, I'm waiting for this whole thing to just get over and I really need to make a trip. My sister lives in Leicestershire, so
oh,
I really
lovely.
love
Very nice.
And
Very
we
nice.
shot in Commando 3 I really love the place. But
Yeah.
before I let you go, now that you've asked me some questions and a sneaky one too, you wanted me to show you my doggy's face. Come, I'm going to make you do something. So I do this thing called flow yoga. I've written this book. I do the Indian martial art called Kalaripayat. They say to be a perfect being, you have to have these 6 systems in your body in sync and in harmony. One is the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the muscular system, the skeletal system, the lymphatic system, and the visceral system, to cut it short. So, to be a perfect being, you just don't need to go to the gym at 4 in the morning and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to make you do a few exercises before I let you go. And when I speak to you next or when I see you, I will try you out when I meet you, whenever it's free. So, we'll start with the basic.
Okay.
So, basically, the right side of the brain balances the left side of the body and vice versa. It manages it. So, if you find somebody who's paralyzed on the left-hand side, you should know that something on the right has been affected and vice versa. Correct? So to balance it, we have these exercises in Kalaripayat. I'm going to make you do it. First, watch. So your right hand will tell your left hand and your left hand will tell your right hand. How do you listen to your body? They say, oh, you should listen to your body. Forget all that. Listen to your body. So to listen to your body, you need to know how to train your body, right? To listen to you. So what you have to do is watch. 1, this will tell this one, 1. And this will say now 2, now 3. Now 4. Now 5. Try, girl. 4,
okay, so go on. Show me. Start from the beginning.
1.
So 1.
Now 2.
2.
That's quite cool. Now 3.
3.
All perfect. It's never been so perfect. Now 4.
4.
Oh my God. Can I hire you as my guru?
Yes, you can. And 5.
See,
5.
you will watch this and you'll realize how perfect you are. But so this, why I said made you do this is to answer your first question. You need to unbalance yourself to find the balance. If you have to come to this industry or anywhere in this world, you need to not just look for perfection. You need to find what are the imperfect things. Start working on them. It'll be quite good a journey here.
Absolutely. Vidyut, you're such a star. You're such a lovely person. And I'm just happy that I've had a really nice start to the day by interviewing you. So thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you. I hope you achieve everything that you desire and more. And your family is very proud of you. God bless you.
Thank you, Vidyut. All the best for Yaara. Khuda Hafiz. I'll be watching for sure and definitely cheering you on. Yay! Take care. See you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.